The views and opinions on this show are for entertainment purposes only. The only factual information is any story that has happened to AT2 or the parties involved. Other than that, go ahead and get you a drink, get you something to eat, just relax and enjoy the show. Let's have fun. All right, y'all, let's get real. What's up, everybody, and welcome to a brand new episode of Talk the Real Deal with AT2. And yes, I'm your boy AT2. How everybody doing? How everybody living? How everybody feeling? Let me pull down my hat a little bit, exposing too much of my forehead. The view count went from like 20 something to like 0. Put a 1 in the chat if you guys can see and hear me, because I don't want to start talking and y'all can't even see me or anything like that. Let me say what's up to the people while y'all confirm with me. What's up, Annie? What's up, Casey? What's up, Patricia? We got Priscilla up in the house. Shout out to all my members because y'all help keep the bills paid. What's up, Shy? Thank you for coming. Who else we got up in here? We got Beauty for Ashes. Thank you for coming. Shout out to everybody on Facebook and Twitter watching. Shout out to V. Who else? Sexy 60, thank you for coming. I always get tongue-tied whenever I say your name. I don't know why. What's up, Sunkiss? Thank you for coming. Okay, I see everybody here. Is my window open? Jadair, okay, got good. You can hear and see me. Okay. So yeah, today's been an interesting day. So let's go ahead and get to it. I want to start out with the T.I. and Tiny stuff first. So as you guys may or may not know, T.I. and Tiny are suing MGA, who has the OMG dolls. But remember, Tiny had the OMG girls, which it looks kind of similar. Let's go ahead and look at a few pictures. Okay, so here's one right now about to pop up. Okay, so of course those are the dolls up top, and then at the bottom and then over to the right is the OMG girls. Y'all, I can't lie, it looks similar. What do y'all think? Here's another picture about to pop up. Now this one, I wouldn't, it was the same as the last one, but that colorful look, the doll, I don't know if the dolls are supposed to be black or not, but they look black to me. Very similar. Now the dolls came out 2 years later. So the OMG girls, the music group, they were before. And then the dolls came out 2 years later. And so what they're claiming is that basically they stole the idea from the girl group and then passed it off on their own. And now T.I. and Tiny trying to get the money. They trying to get the money because they all like, you stole our concept. But let me ask y'all, 1 in the chat, do you think that they look the same? Or 2, you think it's a whole different concept? Oh, and yes, make sure you tell them to subscribe. Thank you for that. What's up, Mona Lisa? Yeah, to me, it looks the same. Now, what they have to prove is that there was some kind of intent, and like, you know, they can prove like, yeah, they stole this idea, but I feel like it's going to be a tough challenge because believe it or not, it is hard proving things in court if it's not in your face, like straight up, and somebody admits like, yes, we stole the concept. I feel like they can just be all like, oh, you know, a lot of dolls are colorful and stuff like that. They can pull it off by like that. But to me, it looked the same. And everybody is saying it looks the same. Yeah, Brenda, it looks the same. I can't deny that. Now, whether or not they stole it, that's that. Hey, they got to prove that in court. Now, one thing that they're doing is looking at Ti's history. Yes, they're looking at his history. And so, one of the things that got thrown out in court, MGA Entertainment was going to use the whole Ti virginity thing. Remember, he said that he takes his daughter to the doctor to make sure that she's still a virgin. Remember that controversy? Well, they wanted to use that in court to basically say, like, hey, why would we ever want our name associated with these kind of people? And then I had asked somebody, I was all like, do you think they're going to bring up the allegations back from 2020? Remember the allegations against T.I. and Tiny that they was, they was trafficking and not driving in traffic, the other trafficking. They were doing all that stuff. So are they going to bring up that his gun charges when they was arrested with Molly? Like, are they going to bring up their history and be like, hey, well, why would we ever want to copy anything that they have anything? Why would we ever want to copy them? Look at their history. So basically, they are going to slander and try to drag T.I. and Tiny through the mud. Like, that's what they're going to do. That's their whole thing right now. They're going to try to drag those people through the mud and basically be all like, why would we ever copy anybody like that? But you can't deny the likeness between the girl group and the dolls are very similar. If you didn't steal the concept, it was at least your inspiration. That's something you can't deny. It was at least your inspiration, if therefore you did not steal it. But hey, we'll definitely be looking out, seeing more about the case, and there should be more information. I know they pick jurors and stuff like that, so we'll see what happens with it. Moving on to the next topic. Yes, we are going to talk about the Larry Reid, Tasha K thing going on. I'm not going to go too much into detail because, like I said, I wasn't going to watch everybody's videos and stuff like that because a lot of that shit is traumatizing, and I believe that everybody is trying to make their money off of it. I'm just going to be honest. I believe everybody's trying to make their money off of it. Moving on. So Storm had hosted the interview on his channel with it was him, Larry Reid, and Armand. In the beginning, I kind of was watching it and I was all like, okay, I wonder how this is going to go, how the setup is going to be and stuff like that. I wish they would have did it at Larry Reid's studio because he got like the microphones and stuff like that, because I think Storm only has one microphone. And it was hard to hear Larry, and he was the main attraction. Larry Reid was the main attraction. So I thought, maybe they should have did it at Larry Reid's studio because he got the microphones and stuff like that, but that's here nor there. So we get into it, right? So they asked him, the questions like, basically if these are true and how come in those text messages he wasn't really like denying it, and it seemed like he was apologizing for something but didn't know what he was what necessarily we didn't know what he was apologizing for because it didn't blanket state that, oh, this is what I did to you or anything like that. So, we got a little clarification on that. A lot of conversation around sexuality. And I was just kind of thinking like, yo, what are we watching? Because there was a lot of conversation on what Larry Reid like. And I think Larry should stop answering this question. I think at one point you got to stop answering the question because it invites people into wanting to know more. And this is why they're going to associate this situation you're going through right now, trying to be quote unquote exposed by Tasha, because they're trying to figure out what you like, what you do in your bedroom, and it leaves too much of the imagination. And like those questions shouldn't be asked or even answered. I think playing around, being like, oh, well, I might be a little pansexual. I might be a little this. I might be a little that. I do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around. It's all like, no, you gotta stay like, this is what we're gonna talk about. This is what I'm going to. This is what I'm going to say, and this is what we're gonna stick on. When you kind of invite the other stuff in, it gets very confusing. One thing that I did find very interesting was that he mentioned that the time where the guy was what is his name, Levantre, but when he stated that he lived in the house wasn't even built at the time. So there's a discrepancy there. Also, he mentioned that this guy had whatchamacallit, he had prior conversations with him about this where he had accused him in the past, but then Larry Reid would also let him back into the church, and he's done a lot of different things and said that the dude flashed him, and it was a lot of conversation that he didn't want to go into detail because he was all like, it's going to come out in court. There's stuff that I can't say and stuff like that. And it's all like, yo, you got over 4,000 people watching this video right now. We need you to say everything, because if this is going to be an interview where you tell the truth and you come clean about everything, we need you to say everything. None of that, oh, I'm just going to save it for court. But speaking of court, I am happy that he said that he is going to sue, and he is going to take Tasha K as well to court. He's going to take Tasha K to court as well too. So he is going to sue. So it's not anything where he's not going to sue, because originally, I don't know if you guys heard, because it was a shock to me, because from what I was hearing, he wasn't going to court because it was going to be a waste of time. And about the time everything gets rectified, it's going to be like years later and stuff like that. And he's a public figure. I kept on hearing excuses of why he was not going to sue. But he did tell Armand and Storm that he is going to sue. So I was like, thank God. Like, because all that, oh, I don't know. And it's all like, okay, you're doing a lot of talking right now, but are you going to take it legally? Because that would be the best bet to shut it all down. I know Tasha probably doesn't care. She all like, hey, if I get a lawsuit, I get a lawsuit, and it is what it is. For me, Tasha is going to do what Tasha is going to do. I did a video earlier. I don't know if you guys seen it, but basically saying that this is her way of moving into the church sector. She had a conversation before where she talked about a lot of people, it's so many different people doing celebrity gossip. It's saturated right now. The market is saturated. I mean, everybody is live right now talking about the same thing that I'm talking about. So when you move on to something that's more not what the word more not structured, that's the wrong word either, but like a smaller sector where you can really own it, the church sector, that would be perfect for her. So what she's trying to do is move more into that church sector. Now, did she always have a vision of replacing Larry Reid? No, I think once they had a falling out and she got pissed at Larry, because mind you, the allegations against Larry Reid, she knew that a long time ago. She knew that a couple of years ago. Larry even revealed in that interview that she was even his back and was all like, why aren't you suing these people? You need to take them down because they're saying X, Y, and Z about you. So she already knew about that. Now that they had a falling out, she wants to expose him and all this stuff. If you really cared in the beginning, you would have did your research and find out whether or not it was true. You wouldn't wait until now to do it. I know her excuse is like, oh, well, if I was doing it for revenge, I would have did it at that moment when we first fell out. No, that doesn't make any sense. If you cared, you would have did your research at that time, and that would have been a topic that you would have talked about. Allegedly, Tasha K said she didn't know. Of course, they always never know. Oh, I didn't know about it. I never knew about it. I don't believe that. maybe it's just me though. Do y'all think that she never knew about it, and then she waited until uh that she never knew about it, and then all of a sudden it just happened that she that's my thing. Okay, so you didn't know about it, right? But now that y'all happen to have a falling out, all of a sudden you know about all the bad stuff that that's why I find it comical. Right, NFL wife, right? Like now that y'all had a falling out, now you know all about it and you looked into it and now you're doing interviews with the family. Then you teamed up, and this happens a lot in YouTube in general. You guys will see this a lot. It's happened to me before. What happens when you have a falling out with another YouTuber, that person you had a falling out with, they team up with someone you don't like. What did Tasha do? She teamed up with Bishop Whitehead. She teamed up with Bishop Whitehead, knowing that Bishop Whitehead is a scammer. He's been indicted in New York. More than likely, he's not getting off. Bishop Whitehead is probably going to jail. He is going to jail. New York don't play that stuff. If they already got you up on charges and stuff like that, that means more than likely they looked into some shit. And also realize this too. Remember when Bishop Whitehead, because this is what he's known for, when his church got broken into, remember the three dudes have been arrested now, right? They all been arrested. But what happened to the three guys? Like, are they still in jail or did they make bail? Like, whatever happened to those guys? And this was before the FBI came in and raided his home and stuff like that. So it's all like, well, what, like, was it a plot? Was it a plan? Did you plan this? You know, they said they had a photo of him the day before his church had got robbed. So there's so many different layers to Bishop Whitehead. It's all smoke and mirrors and shit like that. So you go from one scammer into the next scammer. Like, come on now. I don't believe a word Tasha Santos said. Like the George Santos guy. Look at her track record. That's enough for me. Trust me, she is using Lamar right. Exactly. A lot of y'all feel the same way. Miss Barbara, you say you got an exclusive? This better be an exclusive. Hold on. Let me drop the link for Miss Barbara. If it's Tasha K was on Wiley's channel, I do know about that. If that's your exclusive, I do already know about that. Blackhead already has a record. Right, right. And so my thing is that also on Tasha K's IG Live, she stated that this is just one of many series. She's going to be doing this whole PPP thing that she calls it. I can't say the last word, but basically, a pastor, prophet, or a predator. That's the three things that she's trying to figure out. And so it's going to be a series where she's exposing all pastors and everything like that. So this is her way of getting into the church sector. Why not take out the guy that's known for exposing everybody? We expose him. Now I can go ahead and get into this sector and take over. What's up, Prissy Pooh? Thank you for coming. Oh, here's Miss Barbara. Here she is. Hi, Miss Barbara. How you doing?
Baby, this is the God's honest truth, so help me God. I'm not saying it because I'm pissed off. I'm saying it because it's Wally turn now. Let me tell you the deal, baby. You know I searched the internet. You know I'm stay on this internet. I raised my hand to God. I ran across some men accusing Wally of the aura. Yep, they accused him of viciously auring them. My word before God. Come see me, Wally. My page, my address, everything. I'm not anonymous. I left a message for Nosy Ho. Because you know she gonna find that information.
Wait, so now you teamed up with, oh my goodness.
No, because he gonna try to play me and embarrass me. Or tonight, talking about the Holy Spirit. Holy Spirit told me to help Wally get his page to 1 million views. That's what she said. That's what I said. He gonna try to disrespect me. Now I'm gonna be like, you know how the narcissist is? You don't open up Pandora box on whatever that word is, baby. It's his turn now. Because I'm not lying. These men, because he didn't know. I was like, wow, this man was trying to plead his case. Trying to plead his case. My word before God, I'm not lying. I did not, this happened some time ago. I believe it was like maybe a year and a half ago, I seen this information. A light-skinned man claiming that Wally rough ride him. Now, if you listen to Wally's testimony tonight on this page, he was saying how when he wasn't diagnosed, how he used to use his show to get coochie. Yeah, listen to the page out of his own mouth. He said he used to use his show to get coochie. He said he slept with all of his roommate partners.
Well, I was gonna say, because I know there was another YouTuber that did a quote unquote exposing thing on him. So I know that Wiley has already spoken on that and he has denied those claims. So if that's what it is, I can't go by that.
Well, listen. Just like
because
that
even that
guy,
YouTuber who did it took all that stuff down.
No, that grown man. When I seen that grown man face pleading, Wally did this. He's a monster. He's okay. Stop playing with me. We want to talk about victims. We want to say victims got a voice. What about that man that was saying Wally grabbed him and socialized?
Oh no, oh Lord. Miss Barbara. Oh my God. I believe those allegations were from a long time. I'll have to ask Wiley. Now I gotta edit this shit out the damn video. I'll have to message Wiley about that. Sorry, everybody. Yeah. I don't know anything about that. I know there was, now I have to speak on it. I know there was a whole exposing thing going on with another YouTuber and stuff like that. Wiley ended up sending a cease and desist. He took it down, but I guess there's still information out there and stuff like that. Like I said, I don't know anything about that stuff because that was before my time. So I can't say, yeah, I can't say that that was true or anything like that. And we have no issues with Wiley over here. Hopefully, if he going to speak on it, he can speak on it. But I can't. Yeah, I can't vouch for that on my channel. Yeah, no. Anyway, so. It's one of those things like, and don't get me wrong, I love my subscribers, I love the people who support me and stuff like that. But when you get on somebody's platform, you got to be careful of what you be saying, because what ends up happening is that you, the content creator, gets the backlash. She's not going to get any backlash or anything like that. It's all going to come to me at the end of the day. Miss Barbara, you need a drink right now. Miss Barbara, go to bed. Ain't it already midnight where you are? Go to bed. Oh, this ain't even this ain't even the call-in portion. I ain't even done with my story. Let me let Zaydon on real quick. What's up, Zaydon?
AT2. Oh my God, this is too much. This is too this is too much. Like, I thought Miss Barbara and Wally was cool. What happened?
No, I actually shared a video where they were that Wiley was on her panel and they was going at it. Like, I thought it was more like fun banter. I didn't know like they really had like beef like that.
Oh my God, this is too much for me to handle. I have to be honest with you. I stopped calling in on a lot of people's platforms because I feel like this whole Tasha Reid and Larry and everyone exposing this and exposing that, and it's starting to be toxic for me. I don't know what it is, but it's starting to become toxic.
It's triggering, because like if anybody who has ever been the M word, that shit is triggering. And so for us to like sensationalize it and make it like a hot topic and stuff like that, I don't think that's right. Like, I think if
No.
anybody has been through this situation, call the police. Go to the police. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to interview somebody so they can get out their story, and then because okay, them getting out their story, okay, that's one thing. Like, if they want to tell people so they can heal from it, but if you're trying to actively come up with like, because my thing is like, what's the resolution?
Yeah.
What's the resolution? Like, there doesn't seem like any resolution. Like, basically it seems like, yo, we're gonna go ahead, use this the alleged victim, use his story, traumatize him, and then we're gonna use this to take down Larry Reid. That's what it looked like to me. It doesn't look like, oh, we're trying to get bring awareness because
Of course.
this man has been doing this for years, X, Y, and Z. Like, what's the point?
And my whole thing, AT2, is what happened to the whole innocent until proven guilty. Like, I can say I have
Right,
accusations on somebody, don't make it true, don't make it
right,
factual. And the fact is, until he has his day in court, Larry Reid or whatever, he's technically innocent. I don't know the situation. I wasn't there. I didn't happen, but this whole thing with YouTube, with YouTubers, it's starting to trigger me so much that I stopped calling in on platforms because I feel like it's all starting to be like, I don't know, like a money grab, like cash at me this, do that, do that. It's like, what happened to me
right.
giving
Or
free
if you
will
don't
on my
cash at
own?
me, I'm gonna shut down the show right now.
Like,
Which I ain't gonna shut down the show, but please, y'all, cash at
and
me,
then it's
PayPal.
it's like people saying, don't say my name, don't say their name in the chat, or you can't come back. It's just it's getting to be not fun anymore. It's like, okay, I'm not gonna stop going on other people's platforms, and
Right,
do my own content because it started not to become fun, and I feel like it's starting to become so toxic, involved with Larry Reid and Tasha and everyone trying to expose somebody, and now Barbara's trying to expose Wiley. And I feel like I'm in a mess because I'm a content creator too, and I feel like it's starting to be like a whole thing where I don't feel comfortable. I don't feel comfortable
yeah,
calling in. I don't want to talk about it. My mom was the sexually whatever word, and
mhm,
she told me her story out of her own mouth. And so whenever I hear other people's stories like that, it's triggering.
mm.
Like, there was a story today, I don't know if you saw it on Neighborhood Talk, where these two gay couple white men were
Yes, I heard about that. They sold they would sell their children. Oh,
that triggered me today,
horrible,
Wilder. Like, I was
horrible.
so disgusted. I mean, sorry, 82. I was so disgusted. I just felt sick. I kept thinking about it the whole story. Like, these are two innocent children that you adopted and that you're supposed to take care of and that you're supposed to nurture and protect. And here you are doing these foul, disgusting things to these
Right,
children. I hope that when you get
life
your day
in
in court,
prison.
I hope that when you get your day in court, and you go to jail, that you got what's coming to you, because you messing with God's kids and God's it's just,
Right.
why do this world is sick. I'm so sick that it is. I don't know, and I don't know with Barbara and Wiley. I don't know, and I feel like content creators are starting to change up how their style and their flow is, and it's like, I'm not gonna. That's it. I'm just gonna
Yeah,
stick to
my
my
thing
own
is that I
platform.
feel that people in this situation have took this whole Wiley and not Wiley, I'm sorry. Now you got me saying it.
Larry Reid and
Larry
Tasha.
Reid and Tasha K, and like
Yeah.
everybody's like split down the middle now, and it's all like you either got to think of one, you either got to you got to pick a side. But then it's like, okay, you pick a side, right? But how do you really know what's being told to you is the truth? How do you know?
Exactly.
You don't
Exactly.
really know. If it's not going to play out in court, if we don't have all the facts, all the evidence, then we really don't know. And my thing is that shouldn't be something, because it's one thing when you like care and you're trying to help the person get resources and help them out, and maybe even raise money so they can get a lawyer and take this to court. But when you put something behind a paywall and you're getting paid for it. And then I had to look at Larry Reid crazy too,
I
because he
know.
took his press conference and put that behind a paywall. So I'm like, so
And
what's going on with putting it behind a paywall?
it's just crazy. And then he got a Storm Monroe, and he got Armand Wiggins involved, and this is it's starting to become too much. But I'm to this last thing, 82. I'm gonna let you get back to your show. I was gonna say, in 2023, I want to collaborate and I want to grow with other content creators. I've already had a
Yeah.
falling out with Jason Lee on his platform, of course, and I don't want to fall out with YouTubers. I don't want to fall out with AT2. I don't want to fall out with Wiley. I don't want to fall out, with people that I create content with. And I feel like lately it's becoming toxic for me to even call in on people's shows anymore, because I feel like
Mhm.
it's not like it's conducive to, and it's like I said, it's triggering to me because of the topics and what we're talking about. I don't know Larry Reid, creepy Uncle Larry Reid. I don't know him. I don't know him, and I don't know the story. And it's just that's it. 82. That's all I get. Just I'm done. Put me back in the bushes, please. Just throw me back in the bushes.
Thank you, Zadon. Thank you for coming up. I
Bye,
appreciate you.
82.
Love you too. Yeah, y'all, this shit is like, I agree with Zadon. This shit is like very triggering. Like, and my thing is like, let's not play a game when it comes to people being the R word and the M word and stuff like that. Like, let's not play a game with that. Like, that's nothing to be played with. And I feel like this situation on all sides have been really played with. And it's another thing, and I hate to say it this way because it's happened to a lot of YouTubers. It even happened to me, but they always try to put allegations on people all the time when you're a YouTuber or something like that. And we got to stop doing that. If we don't have concrete proof and it's not blanket, like in our face, we can't just throw some shit out there, because what ends up happening, no matter, because let's be honest, Larry Reid takes this to court, right? He sues, right? People are always going to say, well, I believe it's true. Even if he goes to court and it's found that he's innocent and that these people try to slander him for life, people are always going to say, you are this, no matter what he does. It's very sad, but people are going to say, you are this, and it's never going to change people's perception of him, unfortunately. And so even if this man did not do it, his credibility is still shot. His credibility is still shot. So it's sad. I like the banter, like, oh, your mama ugly. She got 3 nipples, like that's more of the funny stuff I like. I don't like, oh, well, you got, all that. Let me let Sunkiss on. Okay. Sunkiss, you got the floor for 2 minutes. Go ahead.
Hi, 82. I like what you just said, because I've been saying this just on reputable, like I said, I follow reputable people, and that's a couple of times I've talked about it. The strategy that's being used here is, even if whatever the case, like you just said, from now on, he's going to be like a beautiful, unique blouse made out of beautiful materials. Years later, even if turns out that he's telling the truth, it's going to be like a beautiful, unique blouse, finely made, rich materials with a mustard stain on it.
Right.
People are not going to be able to appreciate that beautifully made blouse, because they're going to notice that mustard stain. Same thing with T.I. Even if this guy did take his concept, they know that even if they thought, oh, okay, no, it is mine, or they can say, oh, if he tried to sue us, we can just say, oh, remember what he did with his daughter? Remember what he did with this, with trafficking and all that? We can just use that later on, and we can take that to court. It's going to always be a stigma. So the thing is, even with this situation here, and I like what the young man was saying earlier, just a minute ago, YouTube is not. That's the reason why, even with my channel, I just took a leave, because I wanted to be happy. I took a leave. I just said forget it, and I even changed my email address, because I said it's really sad that you just can't put out just decent content, because people want to be salacious. People want to be disgusting and like the crab in a bucket. Even we know about that. The thing is this too, no matter how fair you try to be, and I always say reputable ones that I follow, such as you, and certain ones that, that we
Thank
talked
you.
about before. I don't care how balanced you try to fly this plane and how fair you try to be, and whoever you pick and choose to co-pilot with you, and how it doesn't matter. People are always going to be try to sling mud. And the thing is, this is what bothers me, down to the fact that people have grabbed any and everything to try to make this, try to blow this up and make it contorted. At the end of the day, you have to, when it boils all down, what is the premise? What is the basis of it? People are monetizing off of this. If this is true, off of this young man's pain, off of his trauma. They're monetizing off of it. They're using it as a weapon. All because they want to get another step up, and then because this person wants to get into this particular sector of it, all so that they can grow because of what they did in the past. If this is true, Tasha could have been, but she's a creme de la creme, all because of her lying, because that's all we had before us. Her lying, as I said, been saying before. All,
Mm-hmm.
we're imperfect. We can't read minds of hers. I've been saying this. What do we have in front of us? The fact that she's admitted to lying, even her husband said she admitted to lying. What do we have before us? Where LARRY Reid did, what was pointed towards him in the past was debunked. That's all we have before us. But instead of
Right.
people looking at that, they want to grab all this other stuff and throw it in the pot. Let's just boil it down and see what the residue is. It's that they're weaponizing him, and then Blackhead, he he's using this because he's so narcissistic, he can't just take the lick and go on. So now he's taking his
Right.
wife down, his wife's parents down, he's taking LARRY Reid down, he's taking
Yeah.
everybody.
His
and,
wife's
and
parents.
yeah, instead of just, then he's hollering at people in the YouTube. If they're not, stroking his ego, he's attacking the people that's even following him. Really, really. And so this is what sickens me. And so now everybody's slinging mud and throwing tomatoes and everything at each other. But sit back and relax and stop using it as a smorgasbord and look at the whole picture. Stop
Right.
deflecting with him and just say, wait a minute, who is the court? Who's the monster? It's him. Who is he helping? Who's helping him? It's Tasha. Okay, let's sit back and let's
Mm.
let the movie end. Let's let it end and see who falls and leave it
Right.
at that.
I
So,
agree with you.
and then didn't Tasha K just say to Natasha that just recently that her and LARRY Reid were friends, and then all of a sudden today we have this? People need to just stop and just relax and let it all play out. Because we are imperfect. Just let it play out. And so far, what we have is telling a story already. Just let the wheels fall off. They're doing that already. The
Right.
wheels are
That's
falling off
true.
already. So,
You right about that. Thank you, Sunkiss, for coming up. I appreciate that.
okay, thank you. I'm enjoying the show.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay. Last topic. Yeah, I'm done. See, that's why I've been avoiding the whole Larry Tasha K thing, because it's just been like absolutely just crazy. And so yeah, like I said, I don't like the sensationalization of it. It seemed like it's a situation that should be taken more seriousness. And from what I'm getting from everybody is that, we don't like this. This isn't the fun content that we like. You know what I mean? It's dark. It's very dark. Okay, moving on to something a little dark too. We're going to talk about Jaguar Wright. So, as I understand, Jaguar Wright did not get released today. She's going to have to, go to court later on, but she did not get released. No, I don't know all the full details on what happened with her court hearing and stuff like that, but she is still hospitalized. I know she had talked to Tokyo Tony earlier before her case, and she had stated whatchamacallit, that she was basically, the bloggers better hope that she gets out because it ain't no content for them and stuff like that. And I didn't take offense to it. I don't think necessarily she was talking about me. I think she's talking about the people that have had negative things to say about her and stuff like that. I don't think she was talking about me or anything like that. But she was like, yo, they better hope I get out because these content creators ain't gonna have nothing to talk about if I don't get out. But I think Jag is at the point where she was all like, I'm not. Oh, well, she did say this. She said, I'm going to give everything on my website, the Philadelphia Network. She's going to give everything on her website and she's not going to be going from YouTuber to YouTuber. And honestly, I think that's best for her. Don't go to YouTuber. Do it all on your Philadelphia Network. Make the people go over there and pay for it, but give them content. But put it all on your website. That's probably the best thing you can do. Unfortunately, nobody on YouTube, this kind of links into the other topic we were talking about. Unfortunately, nobody on YouTube actually cares about anybody. Let's be honest. As soon as that video went up with Jag in handcuffs, there was about 1 trillion different people went live immediately about it, reposted the video and everything like that. For me, I was like, I'm not going to repost that video. Like, I actually waited a couple of days to even talk about the situation because I was just all like, yo, this shit is crazy. This shit ain't normal. The shit was crazy. I was all like, that was another traumatizing experience for me. So I was all like, I ain't gonna talk about that shit. No, I was all like, I'm gonna wait until, I look at the situation, evaluate it myself, and then, I'll get my commentary. But I was like, for me, I just can't do that. I ain't gonna beat up this lady while she's already down, For me personally, I like to wait until you standing on your own 2 feet, then we can go back and forth. But I ain't gonna beat somebody up when they already down. That's just not me. That's not who I am. She done already told it all. I know that's what some of y'all was saying. Shout out to Trav. But yeah, I'm not gonna beat somebody when they down. That's not what I'm gonna do. I'm still a little confused, like I said, when it comes to what's going on with her and her husband. At this point, I'm like, it's honestly none of our business whether or not they're going to stay together or get together. If you are with somebody who is treating you badly and you don't like it, that's on you. You like it, I love it. I can't convince nobody, especially being a single person. I can't convince nobody to stay with somebody or break up or divorce or whatnot or separate or whatever. You got to make that decision on your own. Just like I didn't like the solar guy getting in between their relationship and all that stuff. You know what I mean? I thought that was too much. Well, not thought. I know it was too much, and his ass shouldn't have been there. But like I was saying, that's Goomba and Jaguar relationship is their relationship, and they need to go ahead and resolve that on their own. I think as far as anything that we can do, there's nothing we can do, y'all. There's nothing we can do. 82, we need more videos from you. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Tired of hearing the same story. Right. Yeah, there's nothing we can do. There's no more we can do. It is what it is now. Like, just wait until she get out. Like I said, I still hope for the best, I still hope for the best. I hope that she gets the help that she needs. I hope that she's willing to receive that help. What's up, Heart of Inspiration? I see you now. I hope that she's willing to receive that help. But I think if anything else, there's nothing else that we can do. Like, what else can we do? There is nothing. There's nothing. It's already been said. It's already been done. There's no more. And if she's not willing to accept what's going on and look into herself, I know she can blame everyone else, but if you're not willing to look at yourself and how could I have changed the situation, then I don't really think there's anything. And, and I'm not saying that Jaguar is not allowed back on my channel and stuff like that. And I don't know if I'm going to get cussed out or anything like that. I don't know that. But as far as just her situation right now, I think it's best if she just work on herself. First of all, if you're taking phone calls from the hospital or whatever, Tokyo Tony, don't put the calls. Now I'm gonna listen to it. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't listen to the phone call that she had with Tokyo Tony. But Tokyo Tony, don't put it on live because you're gonna get the nurse or whatever in trouble. You're gonna get the nurse in trouble because you playing the call she ain't supposed to have. This is a part of the problem because social media does make you a certain kind of way and make you crazy. You know what I mean? Social media will be the drive. You heard Jag when she was on the phone. She was talking about the numbers. Again today when Tokyo Tony was talking to her, she was talking about the numbers and how the views are great and she's getting her name out there and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, it should be about your health. Like, I'm doing better. They have me. I've been evaluated. I'm doing counseling. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. It's nothing about the conversations are nothing about her mental health. It's all about, I'm trying to get out of here, or when I'm going to get out of here, or somebody got me in here, the husband got her in here, but then the husband is going on channels saying that everything is fine, and it's all like, nah, Negro, it ain't fine. Obviously there's a problem. Obviously there's something going on. And again, if you don't want to say anything, I totally respect that, because you shouldn't be, what's up, Wisdom? Thank you for coming. I totally agree. Stay out of married people business. So I'm going to tell you everything is fine, so then you guys aren't asking questions. But Goomba, if your partner is telling people that everything is not fine, that lets us know, okay, there's some going on there, and you can't be trying to do the whole damage control and shit like that. It's just best you don't say anything. Don't talk to nobody. Don't talk to any YouTuber. And I know people gonna be like, oh, AT2, you mad because he didn't come on your channel and talk to you. I don't need him to come on my channel. I already had Jag on my channel. I don't need him to come on my channel. That's not saying that, he can't come and be in the chat, hit that like button or send a Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. Y'all see it up there. But, I don't need him on my channel. That's not something I need. I want him to get healing. I want him to do work inside of himself to make himself better. That's what we really need to be saying. Like, yo, I hope you're doing everything. I hope you're getting there, mentally right. Because I know this gotta make you, it's gonna make you a little effed up in the head. This situation because it's public. Usually when we go through things, it's all private, right? Like, if I'm going through something, I usually, well, for AT2, he does share a lot of stuff with you guys, but for me, Andre, the person that I am, there's certain things that I don't share because it's not for the cameras. Now, something like that, I definitely wouldn't have shared. But hey, if you live your life online and you live it, thinking that you got to share your truth, and so you're going to show all the ugly sides, sometimes you don't. Sometimes you can just wait until you've already gone through the process, and then, be able to speak your mind and stuff like that. Go through the healing process and then tell us about it. Don't tell us about it when you're going through it, because then it becomes everybody's entertainment. And I feel like that's what's going on right now. It has become entertainment more than, like, we want to make sure that this woman gets the help that she needs, A, B, C, and D. It's more about, this is entertainment. Let's use this and for clicks and views and stuff like that. And, we're all curious because we all like, yo, is she going to get out? Is everything going to be all right? How is life going to be now, that everything has happened? And, I can't, shit, I'm going to kind of backtrack for a minute, because I said, like, yo, everybody uploaded the videos and playing it. For me, let me say this. For me, I wasn't going to do that out of respect. And I think on the flip side, well, Goomba went live and she went live. So they gave us the content to put it up there. It's not like TMZ was there in Dallas recording them. They both went live. That Goomba went live when she got arrested, and then she went live spreading the ashes on her face. Oh, Wisdom, thank you. I appreciate that. I tried to tell y'all about this duo 2 years ago. Yes, see, you were here from the beginning. Yes, prayers are needed. I dodged a bullet. Yes, and if you guys don't know Wisdom's story, I'll actually post the link in the description of when she told her story about um, what happened and stuff like that. I don't want to put anything, no bad juju on her because well, you put it on Instagram, but congratulations to Wisdom. She is a married woman. I am so happy for you. I know your music is doing great and you've been really out there, putting yourself out there and really making your dreams happen. And so I just want to say congratulations to you, Wisdom. I am so proud of you and wishing you all the best. I really do appreciate you, and you've always been so nice and so respectful to me, and I appreciate that. But going back to what I was saying, they both went live, and so they put this out there. So when they put it out there, it's inviting people to then repost it and do all this stuff. So it's a two-way street. It's on them. It's their fault. And then secondly, you can blame all the bloggers, YouTubers, all that. If you want to blame us for it, that's fine. But they put it out there. They gave us the content. It's like if I did something right now, ridiculous. I gave y'all the content, so you have every right to use it. It's just, I guess for me, I just kind of think like, where's the human aspect? Where's the human in us to be all like, yo, this ain't right. I'm gonna go ahead and just do a different topic, different subject, and I'm just gonna do something else instead of being all like, yo, I'm gonna sensationalize everything. It brings me back to the Larry Reid situation. It's kind of like I'm just going to sensationalize everything. But like I said, I feel like now both parties have sensationalized it. At least like now we have confirmation that Larry Reid is going to take it legally. At least we do have that, But other than that, like not everything needs to be on the internet. Not everything needs to be on here. Have some kind of, right, Debbie, integrity. That's the key word, integrity. Have some damn integrity. And then another thing too, because a lot, I always say I'm broke. We just had a rent party last month, but you always hear these YouTubers talking about they making money and they got all this money and stuff like that. Well, if you have all this money, then you can be like, oh, well, I don't need to talk about this topic because I don't need the money that badly. But obviously you ain't got money like that because you're talking about it. That's my thing. Oh, I don't need the money. I'm rich. I'm this and that. But obviously you do need it if you're talking about it and this is your subject that you're talking about. I mean, I don't know what other way to put it. You need the money too then, right? Well, some people weren't feeling respect for her because she wasn't giving it to others when she was sensationalized there. Yep, that's fair game. You're right. That's fair game, Saint Hudson. You're right. Right. So you get back. And I know a lot of people are still upset about the Tevin Campbell, situation. I am happy that now Tevin Campbell has came out and he was able to do it on his own. It just a sad situation. And and we all love Can We Talk? That's the jam right there. Can we talk for a minute? Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you, Trav. I appreciate that. All right, y'all. I'm gonna go. We almost at the hour mark, so I'm gonna go ahead and get my ass off of here. But I just want to say I love every single one of y'all. Shout out to my members. You know what? I didn't have no moderators this whole show because they would have definitely blocked Miss Barbara. Oh, that reminds me, I need to reach out to Wiley because I definitely want to reach out to him so he's not blindsided. I don't want to get in any arguments or battles with him. So I need to message him. But I want to say thank you to everybody who super chatted. If anybody sent up a Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, thank you. I will thank you later. Shout out to Trav. Shout out to Wisdom. Thank you guys. Make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you already haven't. But other than that, y'all, we are out of here. Deuces. Have a good night. See y'all tomorrow.